So a lot of the listeners here haven't even started with it. And I think part of that reason is because they think I don't really open emails myself. I don't like getting emails from companies, all that kind of stuff. What would you say to those people?
The good news is you're not alone, because 99% of emails that we all receive are terrible. But 99% of everything is terrible. 99% of singers are terrible. That's just the way it is, right? So the good news is, if you do email marketing the way that everybody else is doing it, then of course your emails are also going to be terrible. The great news is, the bar is pretty low. Instead of thinking about emails as these terrible, awful things that annoy people, imagine them as a content channel just like your Instagram, where you can show up and you can give value and you can be interesting. And if you just are slightly more interesting than the drivel and rubbish that everyone's already receiving, then you're already winning the game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, what we really need to do is to flick a switch in our brains and think of, instead of thinking about the emails that we already receive, which, as Kennedy said, are generally rubbish, instead of thinking about what they are, think about what they could be. Think about email as just being like another place to share amazing content with people, another place where you can share the stuff that's in your head and the stuff that's going to help them move forward, another place that you can build really good connections with people. Because what we really do is we want to make sales with email, right? That's the main reason we do it. But rather than sending emails that are designed to make sales, instead of sending emails that just say, hey, do you want to buy this thing? And that's all that email can achieve. Instead, if we can send emails that create connections with people and serve them in some way emotionally and give them the chance to buy from us, what that means is we can send as many emails as we want to send, because people are going to want to receive them. Not everyone, obviously, but some people are going to want to receive them. Enough people are going to want to receive them that we can sustainably keep sending these emails, just like we keep posting on Instagram. Like nobody is going to go from posting on Instagram like every day or 4 times a week or twice a day. Nobody's going to go from that to posting once a month, right? Nobody's going to do that. Yet for some reason, we insist on this monthly email newsletter thing where we take a load of content that nobody wants, put it all together in a format that's hard to read and navigate and understand, and then send it out to everyone on our list at the same time, sort of hoping for the best. So that philosophy just needs to change. And if we change it, if we think, well, actually, this is what we did a long time ago before we started teaching email, we were just using it in our own businesses. We're like, how can we make this email thing good? How can we make it not just good, how can we make it excellent and super valuable? And if we do that, and we'll unpack how we do that on this episode, I'm sure, then we can enjoy sending the emails. We know our subscribers enjoy receiving the emails. We like it, they like it. That's a win-win.
I love the mindset shift of all these other emails that are in their inbox aren't that great. So you can really stand out. It's a lot easier to stand out. It's not like on Instagram where like all the content's amazing, and unless your content's amazing, then you get drowned out really easily. You can kind of look at it like their attention is on email regardless. So even if it's the most boring stuff ever, they can't avoid looking at their email. It's like their mailbox outside. It's like, it doesn't matter how boring it is. You have to go empty it out every once in a while, right? So, it's a good mindset shift there. Rob, what did you want to say to that?
What's quite cool about it is that unlike Instagram and Facebook, where you're sort of battling against an algorithm a little bit, like even people who are subscribed to your Instagram might not be seeing your Instagram content right now because somebody else is like drowning it out with suggested posts that are like other accounts they follow and that kind of thing. That sort of doesn't really happen on by email, other than spam, which most of the platforms are pretty good at filtering out now. People are only receiving the content from the people that they're subscribed to. And so that means that gives us an instant shortcut to making sure we get this right in front of them.
And what's really beautiful is that email is like another app that's on people's phones. It's not this thing that some old person creaks open their laptop or whatever and checks once a day from the office in their little cubicle. That's not how email's consumed anymore. There's a significantly growing number and percentage of people checking their email on their phone, which basically means it's another app snuggled between Tinder and TikTok that they're wanting to get some kind of value from. So start thinking of it as this app that's on their phone, because at the end of the day, every one of your people who's following you on Instagram and the other channels also has an email address. We know that for 2 reasons. One, they needed an email address to sign up for that social media account. That's how it works. Secondly, email must work. Because do you remember when Facebook first came around and every time someone tagged you or poked you, remember being poked on Facebook? That was inappropriate, wasn't it? We used to know about that. How did we know about it? Because Facebook would send us an email saying, Derek has tagged you in this photo, or Rob has mentioned you. That's how they do it. That's how they've always done it. So they're driving people from their email to the social platform. And that's a really good way. If you've got people's attention in a way that is not victim to the latest algorithmic updates or what the newsfeed's doing now, guess what? If you've got an Instagram Live coming up, or you've just dropped a new awesome reel, you can drop an email to your list and say, hey, I've just dropped this. I would love to see your comments on it. Bingo! You just increased your viewership. You just increased your engagement. And that, of course, as you guys know better than us, increases your reach organically within the platform. So move people back that way. Use it as your shortcut to getting more eyeballs.
Yeah, having the chance to get people's attention wherever it may be that day, if they're really into their emails that day, and then you pop up there and they didn't really go on Instagram, or maybe they deleted Instagram that week, as a lot of us do. I'm like, hey, I'm social media out right now. I almost do it every night, and then I just reinstall it in the morning. But I know some people I talk to will be like, I got rid of it for a month. I just needed to get rid of it. It's like you can lose their attention completely there, or maybe they just don't go on Instagram anymore, or maybe the account they followed you from, they started a new account and they never thought to follow you from that one again. So it's really easy to lose your point of contact with people unless you have all of these channels going.